1971 to 1974. Strat-O-Matic Excel Carryover League. Brought to you by the Shrimp Trawler.
Game 1, A's at Indians.
Welcome back, baseball fans, to 1971-74 Carryover League. Another opening day in the Carryover League, and we are in the American League. The American League champion, Oakland A's, visiting the Cleveland Indians. Oakland took the Cincinnati Reds to 7 games in the World Series a year ago and just could not finish off. They had the lead in Game 7, couldn't finish off and get the World Championship. So they will continue into a timeline that, of course, is very, very affordable to them. 3 World Championships between the years of 72 and 74. And we got lots of time here to get a World Series win or 2 for these guys. Cleveland was a surprise team a year ago. Went worst to first. Won a playoff series, won the wild card round, and then they got bounced in the divisional round. Kind of overachieved a little bit. Roster's not a little kind of lean, but they're going to, don't tell them that. They feel that they've made some improvements in the offseason, adding Jim Perry to Gaylord Perry and adding Oscar Gamble to the lineup. So we got the A's and Indians from Cleveland, and the starting pitchers for the Oakland A's, their ace, Vida Blue, 24-game winner, MVP in 1971, $1.82 ERA. But Gaylord Perry does not want to take a backseat to that because he's also a 24-game winner with a 1.92 ERA in 1972. 48 wins between these two guys, Vida Blue and Gaylord Perry. Should be a thriller, folks. Let's get started. Leading off for Oakland is Mike Hegan. Gets the leadoff spot this year as the one guy gets on base with a high batting average. 62 rolls to first. Bert Campanera, 68, lines a short. Sal Bando, 58, is a fly ball to right. Mark Belanger, leading off for Cleveland. He was acquired in the offseason. From Portland, 63. Pitcher X in blue with an E0. Good luck with this. You need to get a single or it's an out. Ron Swoboda, 2.6 is a walk. He does a lot of walks. 27, 138 at bats. Oscar Gamble, 2.8, and there's a single dot for Gamble, and Blues in trouble. Runners in the corners in the first frame with 1 out. And it's Ray Fosse. It's a lot of homers against lefties, so they bat him clean up. 1-2, center me question mark. Swoboda will try and tag up. He's a 12 runner, 13-14. Claudel Washington, the new center fielder for the A's, 0 arm. He tags up and he scores. And the Indians get the first run this year in the American League. Alex Johnson with 2 outs. 1-9's a single to left. And Gamble will hold at second. 2 on, 2 outs, and it's Buddy Bell. 5-10 off Vida Blue is a strikeout. We go to the second. It'll be Reggie Jackson. 35 is a walk for the Ace Stealer. And Joe Rudy and Reggie going to play a little hit and run here against Gaylord Perry, see what happens. And we get the hit and run 3. That's going to be a single, and Reggie goes to third. Worked perfectly. Runners on the corners, getting the hit and run to work. Mostly because we noticed that Joe Rudy hits into a ton of double plays, and we didn't want to steal against Ray Fosse's -3 arm. So when in doubt, hit the hit and run, and it worked out. Gene Tennis with runners on the corners. 3.6 is a K. The young rookie Claudel Washington. 1-7 is also a K. He strikes out in his first Major League at bat. And with 2 outs, off-season acquisition Orlando Cepeda bats 8th in this loaded lineup against righties. He'll bat cleanup against lefties. The pitch to Orlando Cepeda. 2-3, flies to right, and Gaylord gets out of that mess. Bottom of 2, it's Chris Chambliss, 33, pumps to first. Eddie Leone, 54, center X, and this is Claudel Washington's a 46 in center field. And that's going to be a base hit. Vada Pinson, 34 lines the first, and with 2 outs, Belanger, 45, double on a 4, and he gets the double off the blue card. Second and third, 2 outs were Ron Swoboda China, 58, and he strikes out. Top of the third, it is Dick Green. 312. Oh, we have an injury. No, we don't. 312 against a righty is a Lomax. It's an injury against a left-hander. Mike Hegan, 57's a K. Bert Campaneris, 1-8 is a grounder to the short. Bottom of the third, it's Oscar Gamble, 56 is a K. Ray Fosse, 3-6. Let's take a look at the Ray Fosse card of 1971. 70 was an incredible year for Ray. We know about what happened in the All-Star game, but 71, he still hits 276. We give him a -3 arm and 12 home runs. Hits a lot of homers against lefties, and on 3-6, it's homer 1-16, double the rest, and that is gone. Taking Vita Blue deep. Alex Johnson, 49, second X. This is Dick Green at 2E12 at second. Makes the play. And Buddy Bell, 57 is a K. 2-0. We go to the fourth. Sal Bando, 212 short. Reggie walked earlier. 1-7. Let's take a look at the Reggie Jackson card of 1973. Your American League most valuable player. What can he do? A 2, -5 arm, ace stealer, bazillion doubles, 32 homers, 28 doubles, 76 walks, and a 293 batting average. 1-7 here is a double to center field. He's been on twice. Joe Rudy, 111, pops to second, and with 2 outs, it's Gene Tennis. 2-9 will be a hit by the pitch. 2 on, 2 outs for the young Claudel Washington. 1-4 flies to center field. Bottom of the fourth, it's Chris Chambliss. 1-6, triple 1-6, base hit. Hits the single. Eddie Leone, 58, it's a strikeout. Vada Pinson, 56 is a K, and with 2 outs, it will be Belanger, 49, second X, and again, it's Dick Green. He makes the play. Well, Vita Blue hasn't had a 3 up and 3 down inning. He's given up a couple runs. Could have been worse, I suppose. We go to the fifth. Orlando Cepeda, 69, off of Gaylord Perry, flies to center. Dick Green, 1-5, rolls to short, and the spitball is doing well, I would say, for the Cleveland hurler. Mike Egan, 1-4 is a strikeout. 5 shutout innings of the big bad Oakland A's. We go to the bottom of the fifth. Let's pause a moment for station identification.
This is the Shrimp Trawler video channel.
Este es el canal de videos de camaroneros.
All right, bottom of the fifth. Ron, I'm going to get you on a swow boat to China. 67 is a K. Oscar Gamble, 59. Short X. Campaneris has improved his defense from a year ago. He's a 2E27 this year. He makes the play. Ray Fosse, 63. Home earlier. Pitcher X this time. And Blues an E0. But you still have to roll for the home pitchers and away. For the away pitchers. We go to the sixth. Bert Campaneris, 2-2. Lines a second. Sal Bando, 67 is a K. And Reggie trying to go in for the third time, and 2-5 is a strikeout. Gaylord Perry, ladies and gentlemen. We got a couple hits for Reggie. A walk in there somewhere. Couple walks, couple hits, mostly Ks. Gaylord Perry dealing. Both these pitchers are starter 9s, folks. They can go 10 if needed. So we'll see how that goes. Alex Johnson, bottom of the sixth. 6-10 off of Vita Blue is a bouncer to short. 2E27 short, makes the play. Buddy Bell, 37 is a bouncer to short. And with 2 outs, it's Chris Chambliss. 1-4, roller to second. We go to the seventh. Briskly played game. When you have great pitching, they go quickly. Joe Rudy, 2-6 is a base hit, and that will bring your tie run Gene Tennis to the plate. 57 is a K. Claudio Washington, 0-2. 6-10. Catcher's card. This is Fosse, a 1E11. Then he gets a foul out. And with 2 outs, It's Orlando Cepeda with plenty of power. And here's the pitch. 67 is a strikeout. Gaylord Perry has the A's befuddled, I say. Befuddled. Stretch time here in Clevetown. We are listening to the Bang LP of 1973 in the timeline by the James Gang. I don't think Joe Walsh is still with the band on this record. Might be the first record where he's, well, you can look at the picture right here and see if you see him anywhere. I don't think he's on this record. He left after 72, I thought. But comment section is good for that kind of stuff. All right, bottom of the 7th. Vita Blue, hanging in there. Sac fly and a solo homer is the only damage. Eddie Leone, 33 is a K. Veda Pinson, 55, second X. Dick Green to 2-12. He makes the play, and with 2 outs, it's Belanger. 44. Homer won a 5 off of Blue, and that would have been gone if Mark Belanger had power. Of course he does not, so it's a single. It's one guy he wasn't concerned of taking him out of the yard. Threw him some high cheese, knowing it wouldn't be damaging. Belanger's at first with 2 outs for Swoboda. 62 rolls it back to the mound. The inning's over. Now, can the Indians help out Gaylord with a little bit of defense? And the answer is sure. I can bring in some defense to help old Gaylord out. Lowenstein's a decent outfielder. Let's get him in the outfield somewhere. Take out Alex Johnson. And Gamble go to DH, and that should fix that little thing. And Brohammer and Duke Sims aren't very good defensively, so Gaylord Perry, 6 outs to get for the CGSO. Can he do it? Can he shut out the big bad Oakland A's? We'll find out rather shortly. Dick Green, 3-6 is a base hit. Then your tie run is Mike Egan. I showed a lot of cards today because they haven't done anything. 110 is a strikeout. Bert Campaneris, 47 off of Perry, is single 1 to 12. Line out the rest. He gets an 11 single. And now the A's will have the lead run at the plate. Bando and Jackson. So here we go. The pitch to Sal Bando. 47, same roll, same single 1 to 12 chance, but this time it's a 16. So we split the 2, single 1 to 12 shots. We have 2 on, we have 2 outs, and we have Mr. March, April, May, June, July, August, September, and especially October, Reggie Jackson with 2 on and 2 outs. A hit, a walk, and a K. A pitch to Reggie. 46 off of Gaylord Perry, double 1 to 8, single dot dot. That is a single dot dot. The A's are on the board. We have Campaneris scampering over to third. Reggie's at first. And most teams would take their starter out, but Gaylord, they have trust in him, and they'll let him go. He's a starter 9. He hasn't hit his breaking point. Runners on the corners. They'll pitch to Joe Rudy in a 2-1 game. Here we go. Here's the pitch. 66 is a pop to first. So the A's have cut the lead in half. Go to the bottom of the 8th. Vita Blue isn't going anywhere. He'll pitch to Gamble Oscar. 47. Double 1 to 7 is a base hit. Ray Fosse, homered earlier, and has a sac fly, driven in all of Cleveland's runs. 2-8, saw the card earlier. That's going to be a base hit in the center field. Gamble, 14 runner. Does he go coast to coast with nobody out? I think he's going to do it. He's going to go coast to coast with nobody out anyway. And he, look over here on our advance, and he makes it to third base. So you've got runners in the corners. Vita's going to have to bring the infield up with a runner at third, nobody out, and it'll be Lowenstein. 5-10 is a walk, and we got a Vita Blue mess here suddenly. Bases loaded, nobody out in a 2-1 game. Just like Perry, both guys have put 3 men on in the 8th, but they don't hit the breaking point. But Vita Blue situation is much worse, as there's nobody out. You got Buddy Bell, Chris Chambliss, and Eddie Leone. And, they're just going to bring the infield up, see what happens here. Do your best. Pitch to Buddy Bell. 3-12, and it is a low max. Now, that will be a double play, as I don't do the low max triple play at all. And it's a liner to third max, so we'll just take the guy off of third base who was just standing there. So it's a 5-5 double play. You have the runners at first and second. with 2 outs. And you have Chris Chambliss. If it was a Lomax to second, I would have taken the guy off of second base, and you would have had that runner at third still. But that's how I play that rule. As I have a bunch of rules that I play specifically for the league, and that's been in play for quite some time. So we'll go with 2 on and 2 outs, and Chris Chambliss at the plate. 2-6 for Chambliss is a strikeout. So some great fielding by Bando on the line out and a strikeout, and Vida Blue gets out of a bases loaded no out mess in a 2-1 classic game. Buckle up for the 9th inning. Can Gaylord Perry finish this thing? He's got the bottom half of the lineup: Tennis, Washington, Cepeda, Green. His defense is in there. They got Steve Mangori warming in the pen. He's their closer. But the fans are up and rowdy here in Cleveland in the 9th inning. Leading off, it's Gene Tennis. 66 is a pop to first. Claudell Washington is 0 for 3. 2-4, make it 0 for 4 in his Major League debut. He grounds to second base. And with 2 outs, another new addition, Orlando Cepeda. Can he pay dividends on opening day for the Oakland A's? The pitch to Orlando Cepeda. 66 off of Gaylord Perry's a pop to first. That's your ball game. Cleveland and Gaylord Perry defeat Vida Blue and the Oakland A's 2-1 on opening day. Both pitchers pitched out of 3 base runners in the 8th inning to keep it low scoring. Ray Fosse had a homer on his card. He got a sac fly in the first. But it is not to be for the Oakland A's. And Gaylord Perry gets a win. 6 hits, the 1 run in the 8th. 2 walks, 9 strikeouts in his complete game. Vida Blue a loss. 8 innings, and he gave up 9 hits. Stranded a ton of runners. Walked 2, struck out 9. So the line is both pitchers walked 2 and struck out 9. That's interesting. 109 0108 2916 2916 2929. That is your game 1. That is opening day here in Municipal Stadium for the Cleveland Indians. I will take a peek at the year-to-date stats for the entire 5 games I've played, but there's not a big reason to look at the... So yeah, Cleveland with the win, 1-0. And of course, Oakland will be 0-1 down here. Yeah. But through 5 games, where are we? Hitting .251 with a .336 ERA. That's a pretty fair numbers for this timeline involved. All right, that's it for today's game. We'll give you the results of this best-of-5 series. Game 2 in Cleveland will be Jim Perry, the new arrival, the brother, against Catfish Hunter. Then the series will go to Oakland with Kenny Holtzman in Game 3, Lynn McLaughlin in Game 4 if necessary, and the Tribe will send Mike Kilkenny and Dick Tidrow out there, and if necessary, back home in Cleveland for a rematch of Blue and Perry for Game 5. We'll find out what happens at the end of the video. Thanks for checking this out, folks. See you soon. Well, baseball fans, this is the box of the first game you saw. Gaylord Perry beating Vida Blue by a score of 2-1. Could the Oakland A's get a split in Cleveland? Let's find out what happens in game number 2. The answer is Catfish Hunter and Jim Perry. Ladies and gentlemen, the Perry brothers love pitching at home. Jim Perry, 3 hit shutout, 2 walks, and 7 strikeouts. Catfish Hunter has 6 shutout innings, but they get to him in the 7th and 8th innings. Dotting with 3 singles, a triple, a couple doubles. Hunter's line, 7 2/3, 8 hits and 4 runs. 4-0 final, Cleveland takes 2 straight. So now Oakland, to avoid being the embarrassing sweep to start the season, comes to Oakland Alameda Coliseum. Cleveland sends their lefty Mike Kilkenny against Oakland's Kenny Holtzman. Should be an advantage for Oakland. It is, but it's not very easy. In the bottom of the 4th, you get a 2-run single, an RBI single by Dick Green. It's 1-zip A's. Top of the 5th, off of Kenny Holtzman. You get a ground out and a single by Belanger. It's 2-1 Cleveland, and this game continues this way. Cleveland's trying to get a sweep. Bottom of the 8th inning, though. Mike Kilkenny's pulled after 5, which was 5 hits and a run. Ray Lamb, 2 1/3 innings of excellent relief, giving up a hit and a walk. But in the 8th inning, Tom Hilgendorf comes in, gets a walk, couple singles, and a double. One of the hits is off of the defense, which is disappointing for the Cleveland defense. Oakland gets the 2 runs in the 8th inning. Raleigh Fingers comes on to the 9th, and Oakland lucks this one out. Pulls out of a 2-1 loss and gets a 3-2 win to avoid this sweep. So can they get the series evening victory in game number 4? And the answer is no, they cannot. Game 4 starters Dick Tidrow for the Indians, and the A's brand new pitcher Lynn McLaughlin signed away from the Red Sox. Lynn's okay, but nothing special today. He only goes 5 innings, gives up 8 hits and 3 runs. The Oakland bullpen, normally reliable, wasn't today. Ron Taylor, Bob Locker, Dave Hamilton, each pitched an inning and a third, giving up 1, 3, and 1 runs. That's 8 runs altogether. And Dick Tidrow goes 7 2/3 innings with a shutout, gives up a run in the 8th. Vincente Romo pitches the final 4 outs. This isn't even close. Cleveland wins this 8-1. They had 8 runs on 17 hits, 4 walks, but 21 men on base. Oakland just 1 run on 7 hits. Oakland just cannot get out of first gear this year. They're in a little trouble as they start the season in the doldrums. So what does this mean for the year-to-date numbers? So Cleveland, a 3-1 start, hitting .336 with a 1.29 ERA. And we thought Oakland was going to have their way with Cleveland in this series. It's just been the opposite. And the Oakland A's, your American League champs from a year ago, starting the year 1-3, hitting a .97 with a 4.24 ERA. Vita Blue and Catfish Hunter, I think, were 9-2 and 10-2 a year ago. They already have 2 losses this year combined. And the league through 8 games, very respectable, 262 batting average and a 3.27 ERA. That's it tonight. Break up your Clevetown Indians. They beat the A's 3-1. We'll see you next time.